Hey guys, I'm back with another video. Someone wanted a second part to this a little way too early, but hey, I don't mind it. I actually had the script ready already, so it doesn't really matter. So let's get into the video. So we left off at Asta. So let's recap. Asta. We learned how Asta got anti-magic, how he has light magic, and he also has a particular green aura that one should realize would be an elf. I'm just gonna spoil already because it doesn't really make sense because people will realize that's an elf like pretty soon in the series. So you would also realize that so Asta actually fixed up the Black Bulls headquarters or mansion now. Or mansion, and he also he's dating Noelle, Sukuri, and Mimosa. So yeah, we learned how Asta's lineage, and we know about Asta's grimoire and his swords and his light magic theory, and you already know a lot about Asta already now, so let's get into the video. So we left off at Asta being summoned to the palace, whatever you want to call it, and they were summoned personally by the Wizard King, and the Wizard King asked to see Asta's sword. When Asta gave him the sword, the Wizard King could barely lift it up, and also really couldn't use it because it was also draining his mana. No, yes, it still drains the mana, but it's just cleaner. It doesn't have to be like that. So, no. And this is where all the captains and rookies go into that dining hall thing, and Asta goes in there. Mimosa, Sukiri, and Noelle are there next to Naruto. Alright, that's when Mimosa's sister and brother starts talking smack about no, they're not gonna be like that. They oh yeah, and by the way, Asta still gained the respect of that man. He still gained his respect. I just forgot to mention it in the last part. But anyways, Asta still decided that Noelle's brother and sister still do their thing where they always they put her down, and this is some really bad shit altogether, right? And just they talked about her, and when they were going to pour the water on her, Asta caught their hand and literally snapped the brother's hand, asked him what the hell he think he was doing to his girlfriend. And they were shocked, but said, "Shut up, you lonely commoner." And Naruto and Asta just summoned 2 light spears right to their neck and dared them to call him a commoner again. He dared them. And they really wouldn't, because they're at death's door. When it came to Asta, you were at death's door. Your plea to live will hit on deaf ears when you said commoner again. Sorry. Anyways, so that would go on, and so Noelle would be happy and would hug Asta and kiss Asta, and Asta and her would kiss on the lips. Which the girls were pretty jealous of, because first Asta didn't kiss them on the lips, and they pouted, and Asta ended up giving them a kiss. And giving them all a kiss. And that's when the Eye of the Midnight Sun, I think that's what that arc is called, attacked, right? And the zombies, and when Asta fought the zombies, he did Heaven's Descent. and 1,000, at least no, 100 light spears in the sky came down on some zombies. He then told Sekuri to get her to rip the mana out of the undead so they could stop moving, and Sakura did so, and her chin shot out and went for the zombies, and captured some of them and just like took all of their mana from their body. So she has a lot of mana stored up in her grimoire that she can just use and just like, yeah. Anyways, so Asta, no, not Asta. So yeah, Asta. So then so Asta was still going to fight it. That one guy, I just can't remember his name. That summoned like John. I think it was John, or I can't remember the names, but he summoned something, right? And Asta fought him off, and for the first time used his royal sword and pulled it out of his grimoire for the first time. The sword was emanating with light magic, and also had a black and a reddish and blackish aura. So when the man started to shoot curse magic at Asta, Asta just sliced it in half and nothing happened. He started going forward, and he tried to kill Noelle because Noelle was close to him, and the girl, with the girl that was Asta was trying to save. He tried to kill them, and he nearly did, but Asta got in the way first. Then something sparked in Asta. Asta gripped his sword even harder, and a black substance started coming from Asta's hand, all up to his face, and then on this other side of his body, what looked like light magic, started to come from Asta's hand, and Asta's grimoire appeared in him. So imagine Meliodas berserk mode, where that like substance come on him, like the marks come on him, yeah, like the marks cover his body, half of his body. That's the light side, and the other side, y'all guys already know that. So when Asta whips out for his Demon Slayer sword, he picks it out, and instead of it being golden and silver like it's not normal wood, but it turned pitch black. There was no rust or anything, it just turned pitch black. And Asta ran toward the person. And the curse rank still didn't work, and Asta just ended up killing him. And when the fire magic person, I can't remember his name, got not killed, but got dealt with, right? Got whatever he got, right? I just can't remember. And he still got stabbed, or whatever happened to him. I don't know what happened to him, right? He still got stabbed, and everybody was still angry, but yeah. And I think it was his sister, still became the magic captain for now until he wakes up. So yeah, that still ended up happening. So they would then go back to anyways, Naruto would put his royal sword back into the grimoire. And people would realize this, and realize that Asta is like the prince. But then the Wizard King told them to don't tell him yet. He wants to announce it to the whole village, to the whole kingdom, when time came. So everybody would go, and they would have a calming relaxation. So time skip. A few days after that, Asta would Noelle would be sitting on the couch in like the middle of the like mansion and just like reading a book, right? And Asta would come behind her Sekri was also next to Asta, next to Noel, and no, Asta would kiss Noel, and he would kiss Sekri too, and he would sit down. And I can't remember the name. The one that could use that teleportation magic, spatial magic. Yes, I remembered it. Spatial magic. Him. He he told he note. I wait, guys, I have a question. So like, would you guys like? What if Asta had Kaguya's powers? Because I think that would be pretty cool. Like, he would basically have the Rinnegan Sharingan's powers. He won't have the Rinnegan Sharingan eyes, right? But he have the powers. He have like powers like Yakugan, but his veins would just pop out of his eyes, but he wouldn't get pale eyes. But yeah, like I just want to know, right? Listen, if you want that, like comment down below, Kaguya or Otensuki, or just like comment you want it. So okay. Oh, by the way, I'm just trying to extend this thing. So he still comes out and tells Asta if they want to go on dates. Asta asks, why would I go on dates when I have like 3 girlfriends now? And Asta, he just says that he needs him, like he really does need him right now. Just please. And Asta tells him, all you need is a haircut, bro, and to fix up, right? And he calls the guy with the like the one that did the ceremony thing. I did not memorize everyone's name. I'm sorry, but I didn't memorize them, so I can't say their names because I didn't memorize them. So I'm sorry about that. But anyways, Naruto, Asta would Asta would carry them into the barber room, or like the haircut room, or like the barber shop, and he would tell them that all you need, and he would get the guy that dated Inaru away from him, because he wanted to go to, and he brought Luck. I remember his Luck name because he had a very dark past, and Asta kind of is actually good friends with Luck, because he can listen to Luck and communicate with him properly, and just like more or less help him get out that started state of mind. And Asta would give. I'm gonna start with the I think his name was Magna. Yeah, Magna. I think his name was Magna, right? I always start with Magna. First, he took out Magna's piercings and all the piercings that was on his face, and just like took out all the piercings that was in Magna's. Or that was in Magna's face. He would then comb out Magna's hair and then comb it down, as in like, and cut it. So I still who his name is now? So he would cut it off. You know what, like how Levi's hair is? You know how Levi's hair is? He does that for him. He does that sort of cut. But it's black and purple, if you didn't know his name. And he replaces his glasses with those rinky dink glasses with actual glasses, and with like those bigger reading glasses like that. I told him to change his whole look, like how to act calm and just like how to like actually use his magic. And he gave him a whole list to change about his wardrobe, but he can still enjoy the stuff that he enjoys, but he doesn't have to go on full on rock star, right? And he goes with Look. He just kind of combs back Look's hair and just like dapper him up, I'm gonna say it looks a little more taller in this one. Just like 3 times more taller than he was in canon. So yeah. So you would the guy with um the spatial magic. I can't remember his name still because I'm bad at remembering names. Um, he would he would have he would have he would have what would he have? Damn! Oh god damn! I just brain farted. So yeah, he would have the Levi cut with one green with a one like so with one is so it will be overlapping his eye. One his hair will be overlapping his eye. I don't really know what to give him. Not gonna give him a Levi cut, but he will have like strands of green hair on. He have a strand of green hair and like we would told him to wear black because it will blend in and just like work out a little bit so you wouldn't look that bad. And actually don't try to get a lot of women, just like try to ease into it and just like chill, chill. I know I wasn't gonna make this because I want to go into like the Forest Queen arc in a few days because I actually want to prepare myself for that one. I don't want to go too far. So yeah. So Asta would still go and he would so they would get their makeover and Noelle would say they look so different and oh Asta's healed the holes with light healing magic. Light magic healing and he just like healed the holes that was in Magna's face at the time because of the piercings and he just healed them up, right? And they just look like they're crispy. And when they get the toned body, bro, the girls will be flocking. Anyways, they still go to like the place, but Asta doesn't go there to like get any girls, anything. They go there and using things spatial magic and they go out. You remember the guy, like the girl? I think it was that guy's sister. I can't remember. The girl that take care of all the children. Her, because I can't remember her name. Yeah, he still. They met him and look, can relate to him. Let's say Look had a few siblings, and he could relate to her, like, and the look, and she and Look hit it off, and Asta is good friends with her. Like he's not interested in her like that, and just like, and they go back and they still meet the orphanage and stuff. Asta still does this whole thing, right? And he still does. He does. The girl. I think the mirror magic person sister still says she wants to marry Asta someday, but Asta tells her that someday will be a long time, and I don't know if let's just keep it at that. So they still get kidnapped and get their mana drained out of them, but it didn't work because Asta found them and he beat the two people. I can't remember their names. I'm sorry. He beat them and did all of his shit and just like, and then that elf guy, I can't remember his name, but I know I hate him. Like his whole personality is just freaking hateful, right? Hateable, right? So Asta Asta actually hands this man his ass because he uses the form that he used, his half dark, half light form, and just started to beat him. And unlike the owls, where they were blessed by mana, they were loved by mana. Asta is adored by mana. So Asta is technically adored by mana, right? So he would he would still beat him and he would get angry, but he would realize that an angel reincarnated into Asta, and he understood why half of his power was stronger, that was at least close to him. So they still end up going and everything. So then, who the one that drinks a lot? I can't remember these names. Damn it. The one that drinks a lot, right? The one that drinks a lot. The one that drinks a lot. What's her name now? I don't remember, right? They carry out for shopping and asks, Asta, how much money did he has? And Asta was kind of puzzled at that question, and he carried them up to his room and showed them the chest that he had, right? And when he opened it, they saw about, I think there's 999 million coins now. No, he gave 2 to the orphanage. I'm not even going to count that. He got 999 million coins, okay? Not 999,000 coins, right? So 99999 coins. Anyways, they asked him, "You got so much money?" And well, the girl says that, and Noel tells her that the Wizard King told him not to really tell Asa, but he's royalty, he's the prince of the nation, and Asa still doesn't know this. Like he's if he was told now, he'd be dumbfounded. Anyways, so she understands, and she tells him how much the money he has in there is worth, and he has, at each gold coin that he has is 30,000 silver. So Asta has bro, I'm not even counting that, bro. Jesus, peace. Anyways, Naruto. Asta, they go out and they change in his money for 30,000, like 30,000 silver, and they go shopping. Asta buys Noel a dress. He buys Sakura a new dress too. He buys Mimosa a spell book with plants in it, and he buys her a seed plant or something. And he buys himself like more clothes. He buys himself a katana, because if you didn't know, he still needs those things. A katana, and he stores it into his. He stores it in his book, his grimoire, and they go back home. Also buying some groceries and stuff, essentials, right? That's what I'm gonna have for this video. It's pretty good. Next part I'll be getting into the what is called it now? The beach episode. Also be getting into the witch forest. So please note that. But anyway, guys, see ya.